Hello and welcome back to the Blooming Journal Live. It's me, Colleen Watson, president of Century Plant Publishing, where we help small businesses find the words that resonate with their ideal clients. I'm so glad you are staying along with me. We're going to keep going on our series, 5 Reasons to Start a Blog and 3 Very Good Reasons Not to. So it's day 3. So we're on reason number 3, which is we're going to be talking about the power of SEO. Now, SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. What does that actually mean? Basically, what it means is it acknowledges that search engines are powerful and you do everything in your power to make your page easy to find, right? That's what we want. Easy searchability, right? Because it is a search engine. So how do we do this, right? How does Google do this? Why is it important? So let's talk about what SEO is. SEO is the way that Google indexes your page so that they know what your page is about, right? They just can't guess. Somebody needs to tell them this page is about this, and they don't have they're a very successful company, but for a human being to look through every single page that's on the internet and decide, okay, it's about this, and I'm going to put it in this category, they don't have the time or resources for that. Even Google doesn't have that. So what did they do? They did what they do with everything else. They automated it. All right. And I think this is very important. I want to make this point to you now. They don't index. That's what it's called. An index is, think of it as a file drawer. The index is the file that has every single site that is about one particular topic. Okay? Means it's indexed in that particular file. So how do they know where to put it? Where do they know where to file your page? And keep in mind, it's per page. It is not per website. It is for every page on your website, which is the power of blogging. So back to that. So they have to figure out where to file it, where to put it in the great file of the internet, right? What is this about? And they don't want to use people. They want to automate it. Well, then how do they figure out what it's about? Well, they use keywords, which for those of you who are very old and remember card catalogs, is the subject catalog. It is how librarians spend a lot of time and a lot of effort figuring out subject topics to put things in, right? Google didn't want to do that. So what they did was they decided that they were going to figure out the keywords based on all this data they had on how people searched, right? So the most common phrases for how people search for any given topic became keywords. And they discovered this could be very, very powerful when they linked it, of course, with advertising, because then they had the keywords that they could then sell to people who wanted to advertise, who wanted people who were looking for their product, right? This is all data driven. This is what Google does, right? So what if you understand this? Keywords are powerful. How? Because it does every single page, not your website as a whole. That means every single time you add a web post, a blog post, you are giving them another index to your website. So think of it like a path. Most websites have, the landing page, this prices and services page, an about me page, and maybe a testimonial page, right? Those are 4 paths to get to your website. But let's talk about you start a blog, and every time you add a blog, you add another path to get to your webpage. And so with the blog, instead of 4 paths, you can have 20 paths, you can have 50 paths, you can have 100 paths. And this is a way to get organic people to your website. Organic people are the people who come because they're looking for information. And, most people when they're on the internet, they're looking to find something. And I'm going to tell you that about 2/3 of them, they'll only visit your website once because they found the information they need and they're gone. And that's not a fun number, but you really are you need the 25% that stay and read your blog. You can build a business off those people, but you have to give them the way to search for the content. And that's what SEO does. It's a little complicated. It's a lot of tedium that ChatGPT has made easier. But if you combine SEO with, say, the last post, which was repurposing your stuff on other forms of social media, sharing your blog posts on other forms of social media, those two together can be a very powerful way to get people to go to your website without you having to pay for advertising, right? And if you don't have the budget for that, this can be a great way to get people to your website. All right. So that is my short primer on SEO. I hope I didn't confuse you too much. And I understand, like, it can be a hard thing to make sure that you release in a logical stream. I hope I did. Thank you for following along. For those of you who've been here all along, thank you so much. I'm so grateful for your time and attention. For those of you who just stopped your scroll today to check me out, thank you. I'm grateful for anybody who decides that I am worthy of that. And remember, rock stars, it is never too late to bloom. Have a very wonderful day. Bye-bye.